to hear my dog barking?
Sorry?
All right, cool. Can you hear the dog going off? No?
No.
Excellent. All right. So tonight I'm going to do a cocktail, and then I'm going to do a run through of Cookidoo, and we ask any questions that you feel like, and I'll go as in depth as you would like me to do. So I've got my week. So I had a whole bunch of cocktails. But I'm like, oh, do I do this one? Do I do that one? Anyway, so I've decided to go with the mango daiquiri. So 40 to 60 grams of raw sugar. I'll do 40 because we always do less.
Is this for one drink or is this for a couple of
Oh, this is like 6 drinks.
Okay, right. Well, it's gonna be a big night for you then.
Yeah, or I might just stick it in the freezer or something.
Yes.
Actually, I might try and do half. The only thing with half with ice is that it might not cut enough, but let's do that. Let's try half, because dear God, I'm not going to be able to drink 6 this evening.
Why
not?
Right.
I may be ex-Navy and sturdy, but I'm not that sturdy.
I made 2 stirs, but the little spice mix that you make beforehand made all this.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Cool.
And I only used, I think, 2 teaspoons of that, and I've made this, which is a
all
syrup.
that. Yeah.
So that will be in the fridge for next time.
Awesome. That's good.
Oh.
So 10 seconds speed 9.
I just broke my glass. Not that, my water glass, not that glass. Sorry.
All right. So hang on, we'll go back and we'll do our fancy sale of the century thing where we show our raw sugar to caster sugar. And then we'll do 250 grams of mango. So I don't mind halving recipes, but I'm not a big fan of doubling them because it's all about quality, not quantity. And, you know, you can always do things twice. Most things are quite fast cooking, and you never want to go over the max. Of course, so there we go, 256. 400 grams of ice cubes, so that will be 200 grams. So what I've got is I have my thermo server, and I've actually popped the ice in there beforehand.
You got to
and
laugh.
It keeps it. Sorry?
Got to laugh at this. I'm trying to get my maths to go to work on my Thermomix.
Ah.
I've only had 3 sips. That's all I've had.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so we'll do the 200 grams. One more. There we go, 210. And then insert measuring cup. And next, so 20 seconds at speed 9.
Can you turn the screen a little bit? Can you turn the Thermomix a little bit to the side?
Unfortunately, I can't hear when the Thermomix is running.
Sorry, we can't really see the screen. Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's the angle. There's too much light on it.
Yeah.
See.
Can
Can you turn the Thermomix angle? No, not that way.
No. No.
Maybe back the other way.
Yeah. Oh, it'll all be done in a sec.
Mhm.
So there's our mango. So then 60 grams of white rum. So I'm going to do 30. And 36, that'll do. And then 60 grams of Cointreau, which is 30 grams. And then try and, oh, one sec. There we go. Next, 30 grams of lemon juice. So that I just need to remember, the only thing with halving is you've always got to remember to actually halve every ingredient. And then insert measuring cup. And 10 seconds at speed 9. Right. So when you stop your thermix, you can either press the button, press the screen, or press next. And there we go, serve immediately. Oh, so there's my mango daiquiri. Pretty cool. Let me see if I can, oh, I'll just bring the thermix back a little. Oh, there we go. And there. All right. Lovely. Perfect. All righty. Cheers, everybody. And we will. Okay, so I'm just going to finish there. So what we're going to do today is Cookidoo. Right. So Cookidoo is, let me show you, is an app, which is there. Let's go to explore. Is an app. Is on the Thermomix itself, and then is also on a website. So, and each one has a different purpose. So the app is fantastic for sitting down, meal planning, ordering things from Woolworths, all that kind of stuff. And then the Thermix itself. Now, if you actually have a look on anything with lines and dots, feel free to explore, because I mean, you can't hurt the Thermix, and that's where all the good stuff is, where the dots and the lines are. But if you look at the dots on the Thermix itself, I haven't got my second camera today, but if you can have a look at that, there's actually only 3 choices: cook today, bookmark, and add to shopping list. However, if you go to the app, you actually have 5 options: cook today, bookmark, add to collection, add to my week, and add to shopping list. So you actually get more options with the app, which is good. Now with the app as well, you've got, let's have a look. Let me bring up, I am going to share screen and bring up, so there's my mango daiquiri that I made earlier. And what I'm actually going to do is bring that to the bottom, open that right up. Okay. So I'm going to go to my account. So the big thing with having the website is that that's where you do your subscription. You can change all your profile stuff, which you can on the app, but you can't do subscription on the app. And then also you can, if you open the website in Chrome, you can actually translate and really explore other recipes, which is very cool. I'm just, there we go. All righty. Oh, so let's go to account. Let me just lift that up so you can't see the doggy. Come along, my dear. Okay, so account. So my subscription is active and will renew automatically in January next year. I have 2 paired devices. Then that's my account overview. So this is where you do your subscription, is on the website. But then on my profile, what you want to do is you want to choose a cooking style that suits you. So veggie cook, time-saving cook, chefy cook, classic cook. And you can change that at any time. And the Therm and Cookidoo will actually suggest different recipes for you with the thought of what you've chosen. So that's pretty cool. Now, the other big thing, search filter preferences. With the TM6, I've chosen all Thermomix versions. If you've got a 5 or a 31, you should probably, let's update the filter. You should probably choose 5 and 31. But you can cook, no, just do 5 and 31, because the TM6 has the max heat function and it has all the modes that you actually can't access in the 5. Then I've also got, I own a blade cover and peeler. So I select those 2 as well, so I can have them as choices. And then the big thing is to choose your language as English and take away Australia as your country or region. So you just want to have English as the language, and then you hit save. Now, when you do that and we hit explore, I'm going to hit search. I've actually got 10,000 results in English. So when you first get Cookidoo in Australia, you're limited to just the Australian recipes. So then you've only got about 3,000 recipes to look at. So with 10,000 recipes, we're actually looking at England, Canada, America, Australia, and then there's some Asian countries that have English recipes as well. But the thing to look at, I'm going to type in honeycomb, because some of the recipes are doubled up. Let's type in honeycomb. There's actually 4 honeycomb recipes. So sometimes you'll come across a recipe that's American and it comes in ounces. But if you've got an equivalent Australian recipe, I would probably choose that. But the TM6 will automatically come up in ounces anyway with your scales. So you don't actually need to worry about converting anything. But how you check what country the recipe is from is you open the recipe, and you can do this on the app as well, and scroll right to the bottom and see what collection it's from and what country it's from. So that one's from Australia. Then we've got UK and Ireland. Then we have got, so international and Canada. And then the final one will be America, United States. So just if you have multiple recipes that come up, that's the way to work out which recipe is which. Let's have a look. Let's go back to explore. So I have chosen, what was my thing? I think I had, so I changed it to time-saving cook. I was chefy cook. So now I'm time-saving cook. So then you've got the latest recipes there, and then you've got for you, so handpick for me is obviously faster recipes. So the recipes I was getting before were more chefy type ones. So now I'm getting the quicker ones, everyday recipes, trending now, and starters. So these will all update every so often, and it'll suggest different things for you. And desserts, hidden gems. And then you've also got this next tab, which is themes, which is, you know, there's chocolate, there's tips for importing recipes, there's all sorts of stuff that you can look at there.
Are they more tutorial style things, are they?
Yeah, so
Okay.
let's open Simplicity. Oh, hello. So that's a whole spiel there.
Okay. I haven't
Love the
gone on to the
next.
themes before, I don't think.
Yeah, and then also you'll find with the website, so say it with chocolate. So that's a good one. That's, you know, dark milk, white ruby, about tempering chocolate.
Yeah.
There's also not just that one, but under, so I'm going to hit search. In the website, you don't just have that, because you actually have, you've got those three on your app. But if you go here, you've got recipes, you've got collections, and you've got articles. That's on the website. So then there's like 2,000 articles, but they're all in from different countries. So I'm actually just going to pick Australia.
Yeah.
And there you go. Lots of pastry stuff, cutting out cookies, tarts, ice creams. That's a really good one. Mushrooms, smoothies. So it's not just recipes. It's all sorts of stuff hidden in little, you know, little places. So let's have a look at the ice creams. Tonal cup, trends. So there's not a huge amount of description.
So you're still in collections, are you?
No. So I'm on the website.
Yeah.
I'll go back. I've hit search.
Yeah.
And then, so we've got this one where our 10,000 recipes come up.
Yeah.
I've gone from recipes to articles. Yep. So there's 156 in Australia.
And how often are they updated, the articles? That's every few weeks they update those, do they?
These, I think, are pretty much, I haven't seen any extras lately.
Okay.
But I think that, so if we go back to recipes, they definitely, go back to explore, they definitely changed the themes around a lot. But yeah, if you have a look at, let's look at articles again. Search articles. I'm going to choose Australia, Canada, UK, and the US. So there's a few there that are the same, the short cut pastry and stuff like that. But yeah, normally when different things come out, so Easter and Christmas and all that sort of stuff, you seem to get a lot of new articles. There we go. Oh, there you go. Updates you TM6. Let's see if it actually has a, yeah, pre-clean mode. So that one was a little while ago, that one. The warm-up mode. But it's good to have a look and explore and see what's out there. So the only thing with the website is every so often it logs me out, which is a bit of an annoyance, but that's what? Not available in this region. Hang on. Because I've gone to the different cookidoo.com.au. There we go. There we go. I'm back. All right. So
one question I had with it, you know how when you find a recipe and you think, oh, that sounds nice, but then you look at the reviews and it might only have 3.5 stars. Where can you see why somebody has rated it at that? So you might be able to, you know, add less liquid or more of this or whatever. How can you?
Yeah, they don't have that. They don't actually have notes like that.
Oh, they don't.
And
yeah.
I personally, so the recipe community does,
Yes,
but Cookidoo doesn't. And I personally ignore the stars because there are some recipes that I absolutely adore and they've got 3 stars.
okay, yeah, because it can be quite off-putting sometimes when you see something and you think, oh, that sounds so nice, and then it only has got 3 stars and you're like, oh, do I chance it or should I find something that, you know, is rated a bit more highly? So yeah,
I just ignore it.
Okay, well,
I
that's
have
good
to admit,
know.
I ignore the stars. Yeah, so I mean, and especially like with new recipes, so that's only got 3 ratings.
Yes,
I would also look at how many stars and how many people.
Okay, is that a feature that they might be thinking about? Because I love reading people's reviews, and you know, somebody will say, oh, well, I added mushrooms or I did this or whatever, and it's quite nice to see what they can or can't do with things. I wonder if that's something
I'm not sure whether they're going to do it. The first version of Cookidoo actually had, you could write your own notes, but it didn't have the star system.
Okay.
So, and instead of your own notes now, you can actually change the recipes themselves. So, all right. So what else? So then we've got explore, then we've got my recipes. So I've got lots. Let's go to created. So I've put all sorts of, because I'm like, one day I'll go, oh, I want to do an Asian thing. So I'll put a whole bunch of recipes in there. Then I want to do bread. And then I had lots of broccoli one week. So I made a broccoli collection. I've probably got too many collections, I have to admit. But, you know, sometimes you just, especially when you're looking through 10,000 recipes, you've got to save it somewhere. Otherwise, sometimes you don't find it again. You know, you go, oh, I'm sure there was a recipe that I really wanted to look at. So pomegranates were in season, so I saved 2 pomegranate recipes. Highly recommend the chopped junk oatmeal cookies. So soup I was trying, so I've saved a bunch of those. And then we've also got created recipes now. So created recipes are recipes that there are 2 ways to do it. No, 3 ways. You can either write your own recipe. So take your own picture, write your own recipe, do it step by step. Or you can import from the recipe community. But then you just, if the person hasn't put the steps in, you need to put the steps in, which I'll show you in a minute. So this creamy tomato and salami fettuccine is actually in Cookidoo, but I've been making it since I got my first Thermomix in 2013, and I don't use salami, I use bacon, and I don't use cream, I use like Philly. So I've actually brought it over into the created collections, and I'm actually going to edit the steps. So
is this just TM6? I don't think you can do this on the 5. Can you yet or not?
You can't actually have it on the screen on the 5. Okay. And it's not going to come on the screen on the 5. But in Cookidoo itself, you could actually do it, but then you're going to have to look at your laptop or your iPad or whatever to follow manually.
Okay.
Yeah, because they can't update the 5 to be able to do that. but like I said, you can do it manually. So let's have a look. So I'm going to look at my ingredients, and I'm going to change pouring whipping cream to 200 grams of light Philadelphia, and I'm sure it's Friday and I can't spell. Philadelphia cream is probably 1L. There we go. And then tick. And then, oh, so I've already changed it to bacon from salami or chorizo. And what you actually do here in the steps is you can edit the ingredient. So I'm going to delete that ingredient, and I'm going to change it to, I can scroll down and click on bacon. And then just delete salami or chorizo. And you can see each of the things that are highlighted there. So if there's a weight or a speed or something, it actually comes up on my screen because I've chosen, let's have a look at this one. So 10 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 1. You actually create that by selecting the speed, the temperature, and the time, if that makes sense. And then once you've made all the changes, you click on confirm and then done. So here's one that I brought over. So the chicken, bacon and leek pie is one that, or the bottom 3 I've actually created myself in the recipe community. And I've actually, what I did with this I Heart Leftovers is I can now put that in my, it's just a picture. There's no recipe there at all, but I can now put that into my week. So if I click add to my week, and I'll put leftovers for Sunday and save, then it actually comes up as Sunday as part of my meal plan, which I thought was kind of groovy. So go back. So the chicken, bacon and leek pie, I've brought it over and I've separated all the steps out, but see how they're not highlighted? I am going to, oh no, they are highlighted. There we go. I have done it. So each of them was highlighted. Now I'm going to click done. And I am going to choose cook today, and then turn my Thermomix on, and I'll bring it closer and show you. A bit shiny there. How's that? There we go. So then my week, gotta wait for it to log in. And then, so I'll just show you this, and then we'll go and do some more Cookidoo stuff. Let's go back to my week. There's all my cocktails. So chicken, bacon and leek pie. So on the 6th, this actually comes up just like a normal recipe. And you start cooking. And then each of the steps is like a normal recipe. 1 onion halved. So, and then 4 seconds speed 5, I click on this here and it actually brings it up so that I can follow the recipe fully. And then come out. Now, all the modes, you can't use all the modes yet. I think you can only do dough and a couple of the other ones. Create recipes with that. So it's not the whole range yet of modes that you can do. But let's go back to explore. Now, the amazing thing when you open it in Chrome is that I'm going to hit search. So once you get all confident and want to explore things, I am going to take English off, and there's 84,000 recipes. So, which is quite daunting. However, what you can do, so if I choose, let's just choose French. There we go, 11,000 recipes. And so they're all in French. But what I can do is when I open it, it will actually up the top here, it says always translate French. And I click yes. And then come into,
where is that? Whereabouts is always translate?
It came up at the top. Or an easier way to do it is, so I don't know if you can see that, French, English, always translate French.
No.
So it's probably up the top where you've got the bar.
Right.
Of us. But another way of doing it is going right click and scroll down and click on translate to English.
Right, okay. That's in Chrome.
That's in Chrome. Now, especially for, let's get rid of French, especially for, these are what country is this one? Poland. Chrome doesn't automatically pick up Polish. So what I do is then I do the right click. Sorry. Right. I do the right click with Polish. Translate to English. And there you go, bread with herbs. And it's there. Now, once you've actually done that and you want to cook it on your Thermomix, let us press cook today. And then I will stop sharing. And I'll bring, there we go. So then my week, and we've got our recipe there. Oops. So then what I do is I actually, on my phone, it's a little, so you can either cook it from your laptop or your iPad and just read it from the screen, or you go to Google Translate, and I'm going to choose what language. So I'm going to choose Polish, and then I'm going to press camera. Okay. Oh. Come here. Camera. There we go. Polish to English. And can you see that? Bread with herbs?
Yes, amazing.
Yeah, so you can actually follow along. So clean mixing bowl to a dry clean bowl, put 1 clove, let's put it over the top there, 1 clove of garlic. So then you can, so I've done recipes where I have, I did a Spanish recipe for the cannoli, the Italian dessert. That's like that. And that was actually a Mexican recipe in Spanish, but it was perfect. It was really good. So you can either have it on your, let's share screen again. So you can either have it on your laptop or your iPad in English and just do it manually, or you can follow along on the screen with your Google Translate.
Right. Yep.
So let me show you again. I'm going to hit search, get rid of English. Now, so simplified Chinese, that's another one that's not going to come up in Google Chrome. So, but there's some absolutely amazing recipes.
Is that rice bread there?
Yeah, no, that one is the English soup milk bread, which is it's a very fluffy bread, which I've seen heaps of people make it, and it just looks gorgeous. Then that looks like a cocktail to me. So I'm going to go translate to English with my right click. Pink lemon juice. Okay. Oh, purple cabbage leaves.
Goodness gracious me.
Yeah. And cold water and rock sugar powder. Okay. That's different. I'm sure it tastes good.
Just give the colour, I think.
Yeah. So well, there's lots and lots of beautiful things that you can make. What's that one? Translate to English. Oh, turf grass. I'm not quite sure if I like that. Cream cheese, condensed milk. Oh, okay, yeah, that's not I'm not into creamy drinks, I have to say. But interesting. And then you can always put them into collections of things that you might want to try sometime. All right, so let's go back. Let's hit search. We'll go back to English. Right, so questions.
Wow.
Have you got any questions? Anything you want me to explore and have a look at?
I don't think so.
So to put it into created recipes, like I said, dots and dashes, you add it to collection. No. No. You actually need to open it and click add, and then add to created recipes. And then my week, something that I found a little while ago, is it can either come up like this, or because I always found it inconvenient when the day was gone and my recipes disappeared. And of course, I'm always I'm a procrastinator. So sometimes I didn't get to the recipe I was going to do that day. So what you can actually do is go to that button and actually look back.
Cool, I like that.
Yes. So those rosemary and thyme polenta chips are still on the list from last weekend.
How did you get that? Sorry, Lisa, I missed how you got to that bit. What did you say?
So if you have a look at this one with the dots and the lines.
Oh, the line, yep.
Yeah, or you look at the calendar there.
Oh, I see. And this is only on the computer version, not on the phone.
No, let's have a look. I'm pretty sure it's on that app as well.
Oh, that's useful.
Yeah, because I'm always, So there's my, oh, hang on, let me stop share so I can show you. There's my week. And then I press that one. And see how I've put I heart leftovers there?
Yeah.
So I might change it from I heart leftovers just to leftovers or something. But you can change it because, you know, you don't always get to that recipe that you were thinking you were gonna do.
Can you do it on your TM6 at all?
No, I don't think so. It's hang on, let me cancel recipe. My week. Oh no, I can.
How's that?
Oh, hang on. Yes, I can. Oh, hello.
Oh, hang on, what am I?
Oh, hang on. Let me bring it closer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Got it. Yep.
There you go. You can change it from that to that. There you go. Cool. So that's on all three then.
Yeah, right.
Which is pretty cool.
Because I'm often a day behind myself.
Yes. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I just don't feel like it, or especially in our house, because we've got a small number of people, I'm often eating leftovers.
Yeah.
And sometimes I eat leftovers for 2 or 3 days. And so then I don't cook the next meal until, because I'm trying to be responsible human and not have so many leftovers. And then it's, you know, it's a problem if you fill your freezer as well, which is good, having things in the freezer, but, you know, I don't want to fill the whole thing full of leftovers. Right. Anything else? Any other things that you've, any questions?
Not for me, I don't think.
Do you want me to go over anything? Did anything not make sense?
No, for me anyway. No, I'm all good. I just, unfortunately, I only have the TM5, so some of those features, aren't available to me. But I've definitely learned something with the Cookidoo platform. That's been really useful.
Yeah. So, and then definitely save things. What's that saved? Oh, so I've actually saved collections as well. Like the whole thing, but that's not as useful as creating my own collections. So that's the other thing I wanted to show you too, actually. So search, right. So we've got recipes and then we've got collections. So every single recipe is in a collection, whether that collection is 7 to 10 recipes or a whole cookbook of 180 recipes. So let me bring up collections. Now, when you bring up collections, your English filter pops off. So I'll just come down and look at Australia itself. And so then I always look at newest.
Sorry, can I quickly interrupt? When you change the filter on this page, this is purely the filter for this. It won't change what you're searching for. You don't always, so it's literally just for this collections.
Just for this collection.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, for some reason, my choice of English doesn't jump over when I click on collections.
Okay.
Yeah, it gives me all the collections of all the languages. Right. So when you've got collections, say this one, the comfort food, there's 10 recipes there. But if you look at the ones with a Thermomix circle, so most of the smaller ones are 7 to 12 recipes. The ones with a circle, let me scroll down to what I know. So this Eat Well, I'll open that. That's a full-on cookbook. That's 102 recipes. So when you're actually looking for things, now a handy hint, when you're doing things like rice or slow cooking. Let me type in slow cook. Any of the functions. So you've got the slow cook TM5. So blade cover cooking, all-in-one meal, slow cooking. So then same as if we type in rice, you've then got rice and grains with the TM6. Focus on ricotta. Or let's look at sous vide, which you can do. There you go, sous vide TM5. There's a TM5 sous vide one as well with the blade cover. And that has 6 recipes. Highly recommend the strawberries with white chocolate mousse. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Let's have a look. What else? And there's, you know, you can look at kids. So there's 2 hip hip hooray and lunchbox ideas. So the lunchbox ideas is just a small one. Highly recommend the zucchini mini loaves and the ham and cheese quinoa muffins. Oh, and I made the tandoori chicken wraps yesterday.
Can't wait to try those.
Yeah, it was really good. And then the hip hip hooray actually has 85 recipes. So that's a different way of looking for things. And then same with the articles. Every article usually has a lot of suggestions for recipes as well. So you've got Korea, you've got, oh, that's the other thing we need to look at. Let us go back to recipes. Oh, all these things I forgot. Okay, so search. So we've hit search, then we can do filters. So we can decide what kind of dish we want to make. So let's choose main meat dishes. Then we can choose ingredients. So I'm actually going to put in, when you type it in, oh, you got to fucking spell carrot. You've actually got to choose which one. See how it comes up here above? And same with the tags. So gluten-free, it actually comes up with gluten-free. Then you want difficulty, prep time. So don't want to make anything that's more than 45 minutes. You can choose your portions. So ratings. So that's 3 and 4 star ones. You can choose your Thermomix. I don't normally. And then we've got English. So 21 results, things with carrot and meat. That looks nice. So that's another way of drilling down to what you want to make. Because of course, you know, 10,000 recipes is a lot. So, you know, look for, and there's some of these filters. So let us take gluten-free away. There's actually everyday dinner. There is, I think there's entertaining. No, or might be, there you go, party. Dinner party or party. So that's their suggestions for dinner party meals.
What's that chucky rice there? What
Yeah, that's one of the kids' party, the kid recipes.
is it a pizza or?
No, it's like little containers of basically chicken fried rice.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they've just, you know, put it into pretty little containers there. Yeah. And then, so what else? So total time 45 minutes. If I take that away, we actually have 46 results. Oh, there you go. Roast beef, Yorkshires and gravy. beef ragu. So there's all sorts of stuff that you can do. And then also, let's get rid of all these filters. It will actually suggest filters as well. So I normally in the, I think it's in the app when you type it in, I'm going to type in gluten. No, here it is. Gluten-free corn flour, baking flour mix and baking powder. So it will suggest to you, but that is an ingredient. So I yesterday made tandoori paste, but if I click on tandoori paste here, that's an ingredient. So it's going to give me the 9 recipes that I can make with tandoori paste. But if I type in tandoori paste, and take away, no, it's not there as an ingredient. Where is my tandoori paste? There it is. There. So same as curry. So curry powder, that will just have the recipes that have curry powder in it. But if I take that away, type in curry powder. I don't even know if there's, oh, there you go, curry powder mix. Let me type in mix then. Curry powder mix. Oh, there it is, curry powder mix. So don't get, don't get overly confused on all the different ways of looking for things. If you're not finding what you think you wanted to find, maybe just look at what the filters are doing. All right. Any other questions? Want to look at, yeah, more filters. So there's actually not a lot of advanced recipes, and some of them I actually wouldn't call them advanced. Like they're calling pasta dough advanced, and sausage rolls. So some of them I would, like some of these fancy cakes I would, but yeah, liver cake, I'm sorry, no, that's a hard no.
There is no place for liver in a cake.
Correct. That's just mean. It's really mean.
That stuffed brioche there looks nice. With what? Pork,
Swiss chard, fennel, and cheese. Yep.
Yeah.
And there's actually one. So when there's only a couple of you, there's actually some really good 2-portion meals. Now, one thing that we've been told is coming, however, I haven't actually seen it yet, is the ability to change the portions of the recipe.
Right. Yep.
But that was probably 6 or 8 months ago that they talked about that. So I haven't seen that yet. I'm still waiting for that. But the exciting thing that is coming that you might not know about, Catherine, is in France, they've actually released a slicer. So it's actually goes in the bowl, and then you've got a blade, like our blade cover, which is in my other bag. But you've got the blade, kind of like the blade cover, but it's a slicer. And then you can actually just slice your veg. And I think great cheese as well. So I'm quite excited about that.
And will that fit all the jug sizes, do you know? Or that'll be...
So it'll be the 5 and the 6.
Oh, awesome. Okay, well, that's exciting. Something to look forward to.
Yeah, I can't see why it won't be the 5 because the jugs are exactly the same size.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I thought the other one was bigger.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, the 31 is 2 liters. The 5 and the 6 are 2.2.
Oh, okay.
The difference with the 6 bowl, the reason you can't swap them round is that because the 6 goes to 160 degrees and can brown your onion and your meat, it's the material and the is slightly different because of the
okay.
higher heat. Yeah. Cool. All right. Is there anything else?
No, that's good.
Have I given you enough information to be
Confused?
Yeah. But just remember, any dots, any lines, just explore.
Yeah.
You know, you can't hurt anything. You just might end up saving the same recipe in 5 different places, but that's okay. No biggie.
Cool.
Yeah.
You can always remove them when you come across them again.
And with there was a whole hoo-ha, or not hoo-ha, but there was a lot of discussion around this, the top, the measuring cup in the top, and you can no longer do rice or steaming or something with the measuring cup.
No,
it's what's that about?
What it is with the Thermomix, sometimes we use the MC on top, sometimes we use the basket, sometimes we use the Varoma, sometimes we use the 6 has got a splash guard. All they're doing is adding a few more recipes that you put the basket on top.
Okay.
And so, but it's updated in Cookidoo. So you've got a cook key, so yours will have updated.
Yes, it did yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're cooking rice in the basket in the bowl, you just put your MC on top.
Yeah.
What it is, it's particular ingredients at a particular height with this type of MC.
Okay.
So all they've done is worked out what the temperatures and that are where it happens, and adjusted what you need to do.
So I don't need to worry about cooking anything. It'll tell me if I can or can't have the basket or the cup or whatever.
Yes.
Okay, right.
Yeah. When you follow a recipe, plus also when you go over 95 degrees, let me bring this closer. When you go over 95 degrees and you're using it manually, see how that's at 90?
Yeah.
It will now come up, put the simmering basket on top.
Okay.
So that's the beauty of having the cook key and the Wi-Fi and the Cookidoo, is that you get all the updates.
Yes.
As they come along. Yeah, so it's not, did you know that you can zero, I think even on the 5, you can zero your dials by pressing and holding?
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't
Oh,
know
didn't
that.
you?
No.
Press and hold, baby.
Oh,
Press and hold. How quick's that?
oh, I love
And
that.
because I'm OCD, it really works for me. Yeah, so that's a really cool thing as well.
I love that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, especially when you're doing things manually and it counts upwards. Yeah, pressing and holding when you're finished. And yeah, obviously you press the button to stop rather than dial down.
I must have got that with hubby. Press the button. He didn't know for a while.
Ah, yes. When you've got the older one, it's just automatic. It's something that you do. So yeah, each new model has different things. But the 5 has that as well, though, is the stopping and the zeroing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'll have to try it. Yeah.
I'm sure it has.
Oh,
I'm
it probably
sure it
does.
has.
There's lots, I'm sure it does, that I don't know. You kind of stick to your old ways, so you're always a little bit scared to try anything new. So it's good
You
when you
do.
get told it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So come along to more of my virtuals, because I am the queen of the hint and the tip
Yes.
and the bits and pieces. Oh, so important one. Do you know the flick to get things off the blades?
Oh, yeah, that's where I ruined my blade because I left a spoon in there when I flicked.
No.
Yeah. And I bent a
No.
metal spoon in half and had to replace the blades. And it has slightly scratched the inside of the bowl, but it's
Oh.
fine. It's still usable. So, yeah.
Yeah, I made the mistake of, I was doing a virtual delivery where I was showing the lady, and I measured the MC in the bowl and forgot it was there.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so that was an expensive lesson.
Yeah. I know you only
Damn
do
it.
these things once, don't you? And then, yeah.
Absolutely, yes. Definitely.
Okay, well, that's good.
Cool. All
Like that.
right.
Thank you.
No worries. Yeah, text me if you've got any more questions or any hints or like anything you want me to make or cook or talk about. I'm more than happy to have ideas, please.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Nice
Thank
to see
you.
Catherine.
Have a good
Good night.
weekend.
See you. Have a nice
Thank
weekend. Nice
you.
to see you. Bye.
All right. Good to see you too. Bye.